Good morning, guys. We're still in our lovely Alpine park-up spot in Switzerland, but we're leaving today. Hello. Oh, I know you said that we're leaving, but you're gonna go explore somewhere else. The fly saga of the last vlog continued this morning, but I shan't get too much into it. There were more flies. Ow! My house! Ouch! We're ready. Driver's in place.
Totally. Sweetie? Can I? Thank you. I'm stuck.
Oh, hold on. You got it. Okay. Oh. Okay, you snooze,
Sweetie?
you lose.
Sweetie, I just moved you off. Come on. You know, thank you. We're at 1,800 meters. The top of the pass is at 2,500-ish.
Goodbye, flies. Goodbye, lovely spot.
Sweetie, that is not the best position.
Hello.
Up the hill. My foot is flat to the floor. I'm doing 25 miles an hour and I can't go faster unless I change down to second.
I will not change down to second. Is anybody behind us?
No. Oh, there we go. And that's where the turbos and the torque kick in. There we go. So, fun fact about the St. Bernard's Pass, it's one of the only passes that are actually open all year round, because a lot of the Alpine passes close completely during winter. However, so when we get out of this tunnel, we'll have two options. We can either go through a 55 franc tolled tunnel that just gets you straight into Italy. That's open all year round.
That's 6 kilometers long, by the way.
That's only 6 kilometers long. The pass, which is avoiding the toll, which is what we're going to drive over, closes in the winter. Sweetie,
Child,
I needed that map.
where did the map go?
Don't get rid of our map.
And my fun fact of the day is that this road is pretty much entirely covered, so it can stay open in winter, so they don't have to clean it. So the whole thing is covered, so when it snows, they don't have to clear it. And I think they closed this pass for a year.
At one point they closed it for a year and it caused mayhem.
Yeah, to build this.
Yeah, to build this. And actually, this is built on an older road, built in like the 1800s, which was built on progressively older roads right up until the Romans. And the Romans were the first one to actually build a road across this path. Could you recenter the map?
I can't see the, oh, there it is. Why is it dark?
Because we're in a tunnel.
Oh, it knows this is a tunnel.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right, so...
Now, whose fun fact did you prefer? Neither is a valid answer.
Yeah, I wonder what temperature it is. We'll have a look when we get back to the van.
I've been at this pass maybe 3 times before.
Never in the van though.
Never in the van. They will be walking to Italy. Gonna be quite the hike.
Indeed it
It's a
will.
long trek.
There we go. That's the border. I'm in the border.
Oh, that was a long hike.
So long.
Very long.
Switzerland, Italy.
Come along, come on. So hold on.
Yeah. Let me come and grab you. Yeah. There we are. Switzerland on one side,
I am divided.
Italy on the other, and I don't know what the numbers mean. There you go.
Well, that's a year.
The camera is in the border.
Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? It would be pretty stupid if this wasn't actually the border. Now we're in the land of buongiorno and ciao. Or I'll work on it.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I said I'm going into Italy.
We made it to Italy.
What now?
Well, our van's parked in Switzerland.
Dang it.
All the way. See, behind that camper.
Ah, child. Comfy day?
Extraordinarily. I think we can say we officially made it through the entire of Switzerland without spending any money.
That's if they don't find us.
They will not fine us. And we will not be in Switzerland at that point.
So?
They won't fine us. We didn't pay for the 40 franc vignette because we didn't use any of their motorways, but when we entered there was a 150 metre stretch before the roundabout to get on the non-tolled road, and we're hoping that that 150 metre stretch was not a toll road.
I'm very sure it's not.
I'm fairly sure it's not.
Italy. So far, as expected. Too hot, great pizza. Right. Okay, so we just made it to Aosta, which is the nearest big town of the Grand Saint Bernard Pass. And of course we're starving, so we're getting pizza, and it seems promising. Look at that crust. Report on the decision-making front. So far, 33 degrees in the city. I know how hot it is, but you sort of forget. So at the moment it is way too hot. Everything's just closed in. Even opening the door, the sun is just hitting straight inside and it's just roasting. Those two are melting. Oh no. So we definitely need to go scout places with shade and water. And I don't know whether the coast is the best idea for that. Maybe fresh water is better, but I don't know. Do you get more flies with fresh water or salt water? Probably fresh water. Right. Okay. We need to eat. Must get shade. Guys, do not drive in the middle of the day, especially if you don't have aircon. Actually, if you have aircon, you're probably fine. My brain is melting. I am absolutely unable to think. If I say something stupid, don't be too mean to me in the comments. I want 25-degree heat, please. Somebody deliver me that.
Well, we're in the valley. Let's go up the hills a little bit.
I know, we're going. We scouted out a parking spot, and we're hoping it has some 4G, and that means we can stay for a few days or something.
And some shade.
Shade, more importantly shade, but like, that's implied. Everything else is okay.
We won't make it up.
What?
I can't change into second. We won't make it up.
Why not?
It's too steep.
Are you in first?
This is first gear, yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Going for second. Hey, we got it. Look at the zigzags. Nope, first.
Will she make it? Oh. Yeah, Melanie. You can do it. This is our next mountain. To our next park up, hopefully.
Oh.
We know how to pick them.
Holly,
Yeah.
we escaped the heat. Look.
Hailstone.
I don't know if you can see that in the distance. Yeah, yeah.
Go back inside. You silly cat. Go back inside.
Sweetie.
Inside.
In.
Cats are outside.
Oh, skylight's open. Just...
Oh, shit.
I hope the cats are alright.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Great. From boiling to freezing ice.
yeah. Okay, we'll leave the hailstones to their thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, is it wet? Oh,
Stick is down there on the floor.
stay there.
There.
Here. Nox, baby.
Cuckoo.
Good girl.
Who's going down? I don't think they had seen a hailstorm ever.
No.
And mine just a bit intimidating.
I think they're a little bit terrified.
They're fine. They're fine.
She was hiding under the van. She came. Oh no. Other way around. But whatever. All is well.
I'm cool now. It's
I'm
fine.
cool. Alright, I'm gonna tidy this up. And we'll catch up with you later.
Welcome to another day, and no, we didn't make it up all the way up the hill we were climbing. Instead, we made it to this spot, which coincidentally still has some water running, which is extraordinarily lucky because every single stream going up this hill was dry. So there's a tiny little trickle at the water point. The van was struggling a little bit, even though we were in like first and second gear all the way up, which is not fuel efficient at all. Yeah, when we stopped here, it was like the fan was whirring. It was like basically overheating because it's too hot. Are you happy to be outside? Oh. Hello! What were you doing up there?
Where was she? Up on the roof of the water thing?
Yep, she was on the roof.
Oh, hello. Are you being cheeky? You're gonna hunt your sister? No? Come here. Oh. What do you think you're doing? Oh. They go far here.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this is normal like I know here.
Maybe they'll have another hailstorm and they'll get scared and come back to the van. Anyway, let's crack on with some admin stuff today, shall we?
Yeah, a little bit of a work day. Then we go for a hike, yeah?
I think so. We have internet if we put the internet dongle outside and keep the skylight open. Otherwise, no.
So this is a nice forest. We're gonna have to move on from here.
Yeah, we've done
tonight.
as much as we can with the internet that we have, but it's just not strong enough to realistically work properly.
Tomorrow is a working day. That's why we are thinking about strategically positioning ourselves so we don't have to move for the next 2-3 days. So we just we spend the morning scouting out park ups.
All across northern Italy.
Yes.
And Slovenia.
Yes. So the decision-making process of where should we go?
Do we go east or do we go south? I think we've made up our mind that we are heading east.
I think for the next few weeks we're probably gonna head east. It might be sensible that for the remainder of August we stay where there's mountains.
Yeah.
It's just so scorching in the valleys.
Yeah, I mean even here We're 1,500 meters up, and in the direct sun it's too hot still. Still too hot.
Yeah.
But we can leave the van in direct sun and cool the van down enough where we can still get solar. But if we were in the valley, that wasn't going to happen, was it?
No. Yesterday, within 45 minutes, when we hit the valley, the van went with everything closed, with all of our reflectors, etc. It went from 27 degrees to 37 degrees.
In about an hour.
Yeah. And there was nothing we can do about it. It just went up.
And the poor little kitty cats were on the floor like going...
They were melting, and they were trying to wet their paws, and I'm like, eh. What? You're the one with the map.
That way? That way or that way?
He walks like he knows where he's going.
By the way, for all these hikes and everything that we do, we actually use an app called Maps.me. Basically, you download the area that you're in, and what it does is it shows you all the walking paths, any like little fountains, and especially any little settlements like the forts. And basically the interface is really good, and then once we finish with an area, all we have to do is delete that one and download the next area, so we don't take up all the space on our phones. Because when you download an area, it works offline, so you don't even need internet. That's a big boulder. That's a nice boulder. That's a wild strawberry, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'm not going to eat it. But I think those are wild strawberries. Actually, you can see the leaves here. They're everywhere. But wild strawberries were tiny before humans cultivated them, so there we go. Oh, there's another one as well. Oh, look at him. How's your vantage point?
Fairly good.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Look, tree hanging on by its last roots.
Right at the edge there. Can you see the river down there?
You can only see some wisps of white over there. That's the remainder of the water here, because everything else is bone dry. Like all the waterfalls and such are just dry. You can see where they should be running.
I think there's a fire ban in northern Italy at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they're in such of a drought that you're not allowed to have any make a campfire or any of that.
We be the tour guides.
White rock fence.
Pine cone. Oh.
Yes.
Hello.
You're just cooling off.
Maybe. Oh, a lot of you would know what a what a melting brain is.
No, I like a braining better.
All of you know what a braining. Oh. I recommend. How's the temperature?
I'll have a look. It is 31.
Okay.
Oh no, 30. 30.1.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Oh. Where are we going next? I do sort of get why UK van lifers go back to the UK during the summer. You don't get it. But then you wouldn't be able to find these sort of spots in the UK, as far as I know anyway, so far. I'm very familiar with the urban car park in the UK. Suppose if we were to go to Wales and Scotland and such in the summer, though our aim at the moment is sort of privacy, just getting adjusted to van life by ourselves and just stabilizing everything. So, and the UK is rather overcrowded. Like if we were to go to Cornwall, which a lot of people do, and I do want to go, it's just always going to be people. And mind you, we're not very conspicuous when it comes to, well, the cats and such. And in the UK, I don't think we really shared this one whilst we were doing the UK thing, but in the UK, most park clubs that we went to that we could let the cats out were obviously places where you get dog walkers and such, and which is fine. Everybody was very friendly and such, but that did mean that a lot of chatter happened, because we were just because people would stop by, they'd be curious, so we'd just kind of have a chat. But then some days it would be, okay, we're home, we're doing a thing, maybe it's a work day, and one of us would essentially be chatting to somebody all day long about whether it be van life or the cats. It was usually the cats.
Usually.
And it was just basically a bit overcrowded. It was hard to get a day where you're not socially turned on. And it's a bit like, I enjoy the conversations. I wouldn't have them otherwise. It's just when you have it constantly every single day, and when you just want to be in your own bubble, it was just much harder to find.
Meanwhile, here, no one bothers you.
But there's nobody.
No, there's no one to bother you.
Yeah, and obviously in the UK, we know the language, so it's much easier to converse here. People are more wary about starting a conversation the same way as we are, because usually you don't have time to speak and spell. Okay, Daddy, I'm ready. Drive.
Have you uncentered the map again? Recenter.
Alex.
If I put stuff there, she just sleeps on top of it.
At least this way she's lower down.
Right, so we now have to go down 1,000 meters.
The best thing about hill climbs is the free fuel down. Let's go.